Bro, I was trying to watch Peppa Pig. I guess it's not Peppa Pig, it's Peppa Pig. I was trying to watch Peppa Pig in Mandarin. I am not fucking ready for this shit, bro. I am not ready for this. They're talking too fucking fast.
我是佩奇，
我是佩吉，
这是我的弟弟乔治，
我是我的弟弟，我是我的弟弟 George。
这是我的弟弟乔治，
乔治，我是我的弟弟乔的。
我的弟弟乔治，
乔治，我是我的弟弟乔治。It's always Jusha too. It's not even what. It's Jusha. 这是我的弟弟乔治，乔治。
这是我的妈妈，
这是我的妈妈。And let me guess. 这是我的爸爸。
这是我的爸爸，小猪佩奇，
小猪佩奇。What, Xiaozhou is pig? Are you telling me that George in Peppa Pig Mandarin is just called Brother Pig?
我是佩奇，
我是佩奇，
这是我的弟弟乔治，
这是我的弟弟乔治，这是妈妈，
这是我的爸爸，
这是爸爸。
小猪佩奇。
Okay, so that part is fine, man. That part is no problem. But get ready for this bullshit.
不太好，
Okay, I know that's not good. 不太好. Not very good.
猪爸爸和猪妈妈刚给佩奇和乔治做好早餐。
Now fucking chill out, bro.
早餐都做好了。
佩奇脸上出现了红色小点。
Oh, fucking Peppa something red on her face.
妈妈，我感觉有点不舒服。
Mama something she doesn't feel well. 不舒服。
哦，糟了，佩奇，你的
Oh, 糟了 Paige. Oh no, Peppa.
脸这是怎么了？
Jushu, Shamala. What has happened?
别
Something.
担心，我来打给棕熊医生。
我是棕熊医生，请
Okay, I just have absolutely no fucking idea.
说。
佩奇感觉不舒服，他脸上长了很多红色的小点。
Motherfucker, you're talking too fucking fast, man. Chill out, dude. Chill out. Slow down.
让佩奇先躺下来，我一会儿就过来看看他。
No, man, fuck that. That's too much. Oh. Definitely, I could start stimming the whole fucking intro for sure.
我是佩奇，
我是佩奇，
这是我的弟弟乔治，
这是我的弟弟乔治，
这是我的妈妈，
这是我的妈妈，
这是我的爸爸，
这是我的爸爸。I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm losing my fucking mind. Oh shit. I can't wait to tell some Chinese moms at my daughter's school. Oh yeah, I've been learning Chinese a little bit, but 可是我的汉语不好. Green Mile in Chinese where he goes, I'm tired, boss, but in Chinese would go hard. It's crazy that I think I could say that. I think I could say 老板我累了老板. I would be pointing at the screen. They taught me just enough Mandarin to be able to say, I'm tired, boss. I knew America was fucked up, but that explosive diarrhea monster is something else. It's kind of like, listen, Godspeed to everybody going through the explosive diarrhea. Don't get me wrong. It is kind of crazy to me that all of a sudden, everyone's very, very concerned about diarrhea. When 3 years ago, none of you gave a fuck at all and thought it was all really, really funny. But now, you can eat some lettuce and get a parasite that makes you have people they're literally like fear-mongering to me. They were like, the diarrhea can last up to a week. Yeah, bro, I've been there. How about take that and multiply it by 3? I literally just ate lettuce, and all I ate was ground pork that came from HelloFresh box that may or may not have had its calorimeter breached and thus leaked all of the cool air that was supposed to keep it from generating bacteria and become room temperature. Motherfucker, man. Wait. My friend lives in Toronto. He says, I'm trying to take a picture of the sky, but it's not giving the orange justice. Orange justice mentioned? Where's add GIF or sticker? Orange justice. I don't want to say, is it the fishy on me? Fishy on me, I'll slap your knee. I will slap your knee. Wanna go crazy with the fishy on me? They're gonna be like, what? Wait, no, the GIF is perfect because it has it's the fishy doing the orange justice dance, but it has orange justice in the bottom right, so he knows why I mentioned it. lmaoo, I'm so unk, I didn't see it coming. Then I'm gonna fucking type 我是佩吉，这是我弟弟乔治. He's gonna freak the fuck out. He's gonna be like, what the fuck? How much smoke have I breathed in today? These look like the type of beast that would strike a match against the door wait, I literally was struck by the fact that I think this is Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. This looks so much like going out for a night out in 2007. My brain went Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Obviously some kind of party going on here. I don't know, might be Alan Alda. Kind of tough to tell. That could be Eugene Levy, bro. Any chance this is like a... I think that's Eugene Levy, bro. Is this American Pie? Congratulations, Jim! American Pie wedding! American Wedding! This is totally American Wedding. Dude! We clocked it! We clocked it so fast. You know what's kind of radicalizing me? Though I hate to admit it, I saw a Reddit post, and this is something that probably, I bet my parents' generation went through this too, but not with Reddit, but like with, TV or something like that. The post was something like, in the 90s, this was supposed to be your consolation prize. And it was a picture of Allison Hannigan from American Pie. Because the plot of the first movie is kind of like, Jim, well, he basically like commits like a sex crime with Nadia. Like he does some really creepy like voyeur shit, and then is like he ruins his relationship with Nadia, and then he has to settle for Allison Hannigan. He does also fuck the pie, and then people were like, "It's so crazy! Look what they took from us, bro." Nobody was saying that shit in 1998. Nobody was like, "Wow, look at this fucking ugly beast on the screen." Everyone was like, "That's a Hollywood actress, obviously. That's obviously a Hollywood actress." Oh shit, did I get baited? It is from OK Buddy Cinephile. Maybe I did get baited. You too will be a victim of propaganda. That's my bad. I thought it was from r/sipsT, which I'm discovering is a subreddit where I think a malevolent foreign power might be using it to try to turn all Western males into misogynists. Like no matter what the post is, it's just trying to make you hate women for some reason. They were trying to make me hate Billie Eilish yesterday because she didn't have as much energy on stage as Michael Jackson had. They were like, look at Michael Jackson's stage presence versus Billie Eilish. To be fair, I mean, Michael Jackson, he would go on stage, people would just pass out. You'd be waiting like 14 hours for the Michael Jackson concert to start. You'd be up at the front, and then he would get on stage, and you would just pass out and have to be like stretchered out of the concert. And yeah, he had high energy, but he sang so softly. He sang so very softly. So what happened at the Super Cruise? Can you imagine doing the thing where they shoot you out of the bottom of the stage, and then I'm like, and I just stand there posed for like a minute while people are passing out in the theater. And then he does the thing where he looks at like the left of stage, and then he goes. And he was like, oh, you thought you were safe? You thought you were safe? And like 4 people over on that side of the stage pass out too. Been watching VODs. Has anyone pointed out yet that MJ's lean was faked with special shoes? I mean, it wasn't faked. They used a prop. It's an illusion. Like he's not actually... I mean, the idea that he and his backup dancers could defy the laws of physics is insane. Recently announced and soon to be released, this pizza chain will be offering a s'mores variety of their lava cakes dessert. You know what I love? Every once in a while, I get to walk by a dairy. I'm just going to say Pizza Hut, so there's no accusation of impropriety here. I walk by a Dairy Queen, and it has a sign in front of it that takes me out every single time, and it says, "Pizza night just changed forever." And then it has a picture of the famous Treatza pizza, which is a pizza that has a cookie crust and then ice cream on top and then like cookie crumbles and gummy worms and stuff like that. And every time I walk by, I just imagine showing up to, hey, like texting my wife, "You just want pizza tonight? I don't really feel like cooking. Do you just want pizza tonight?" "Yeah, sure, that's fine." And then I come home with a Treatza pizza and like open the box. The guy at the restaurant said that it was perfect for pizza night. The Treatza pizza on pizza night? Yeah, I'll do it. Well, we got 8 people, okay? So let's get 1 cheese pizza for the vegetarians, and we'll get like 1 supreme for the average pizza eater, but we got to get at least 1 Treatza for the people with a sweet tooth. We got to get at least, if we're getting 3 pizzas, one of them's got to be a Treatza, okay? After passing away, Ryan Reynolds, this is how I find out. He's an RIPD, bro. Who won Best Female Video? Is that really what the category is called? Best Female Video? Best Female Video is crazy. Can't be saying that. A bench, a bar. I mean, there's a lot of stuff related to sports in here. Also a baseball glove. Extreme. Things that precede couponing. Things that precede sports. Motorsports. Blank sports for a Mariah. For a blue. Kinds of sports. Okay. And then we got baseball gloves still. Things you wear on your non-dominant hand. So wait, court could also be associated with love. Could also be associated with spark if you're Joni Mitchell. Wiggle. Corset. Things you wear on your waist. Things you tie up. Things with laces. Football, baseball glove, corset, shoe. Holy cow, that's a big one. We puzzled that one out. I'm starting to realize, wait, is there a method to connections? Do you find the one thing that feels like it could not fit in and then define the most emblematic aspect of that and then look for the things that match it instead of being like, whoa, head could mean 30 different things. Court, tribunal, okay, these are all legal words. Bench, bar, tribunal, court. Words associated with the judiciary. Head, breathing, wiggle, elbow. I honestly have no idea. Oh, room! Things with blank room. Okay. Words before room to indicate extra space. The blank rooms with Scott Stifler. You view yourself more as a Mr. Pink or a Mr. Brown? You know what's crazy? People used to just say, are you a boobs or an ass man? Now they got to resort to these euphemisms. Hiding in the back rooms, hiding in the magresta, yeah. Well, alright. Women forced to me to hide in the back rooms, hiding in the back rooms. And you could do it because Terry rhymes with scary. Salt and bastard summer, me and Scary became friends. Trying in vain to escape the store we was worked in. I'm still thinking about, last week we were talking about movies and they might be here, so I'll give you a chance to elaborate, but they typed a message that's been living rent-free in my head, which is, it's so sad that he will never watch Backrooms, even though I think he'd fuck with it. Like, they actually phrased it like it was problematic that I would never watch the movie The Backrooms. When I tried to see The Backrooms, and when this was a different arc. I don't know if Librarian ever made a video about it, so you may not have seen it. But I made a rant that is, they're starting movies too damn late, man. I don't mind if they have movies that are starting at like 11:15 p.m., but if they could start one at if they could do one show at 9:30 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays, that would be so nice for me. Just one show. I'm not saying you have to pull it from the evening and put it in the morning. Just put one show in the morning. I know it would just be me and old people, but like that would be fine, man. IMAX shows are 4:30 and 9:45. It's pissing me off, man. Come to Hong Kong, we do that. Oh, 我把一位摄氏要去香港看朋友. I want to go to Hong Kong to visit friends on August 4th. Why August 4th? That's the date my app has been teaching me. I'm not actually leaving on August 4th to go to Hong Kong. That's just it's a coincidence. You said very friend? I said kan 朋友, not hun 朋友. My Wang Yo, 我的 Wang Yo. I don't know librarian. I'm just going to call you the boss of books. 这是老板的书. That's you now. From now on, that's you. 这是他是老板的书. How do you feel about that? Lunch with Jay-Z or a chocolate bar? We're going to go with lunch with Jay-Z. When you pay $19 million for lunch with Warren Buffett and he takes you through the McDonald's drive-thru. Woman's forehead as ad space. I remember this. I believe that she got 50 grand for this, if I remember correctly. Oh my God, over 10 grand. Oh, that's not enough. That's not enough. Words in the Gettysburg Address or dimples on a golf ball. And this is rife for a Fermi estimate, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then let's just multiply 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then let's multiply that by 2.5. Let's say it's about 230 in this. Gettysburg Address clears. Shit. Fuck you, Enrico Fermi. Age Elvis was when he died. He was under 336 years old. Caesar must have been in his 50s. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, he spent like a decade just terrorizing Gaul. I still think he was older than 42, though. Now 50s, okay. 55 Caesars, 55 knives. Vatican City has to have a population of like in the hundreds, I would imagine. Okay. Songs the Beatles released? Yeah, it's going to be under 800. It'll probably be several hundred, but under 800. Totally fine. 4 songs remade 800 times. People, I still can't believe we're living in an era where the Beatles are somehow underrated. Just because you think they're overrated, so you give them no respect. Listen, I fucking hate John Lennon. Brother wrote Dear Prudence, okay? Dear Prudence is still, I mean, this is not even my favorite Beatles song. It's in the top 25. But if you hear Dear Prudence and you go, yeah, this is probably just about the same as I Can't Get No Satisfaction or something like that, you might need to get an ear transplant, okay? So it's evaporated milk and there's 12 cans. So this is 12 cans of nothing. I don't know what the fuck evaporated milk is, bro. Evaporated milk is just condensed milk. This is like Vietnamese coffee shit. Yes. No, it has no sugar. It has powder. It's a can of powder. Milk is naturally half sugar. Okay, but like, it's an interesting message, and I don't think you're probably dealing with neurotypical people most of the time. So this is not really fair to you to kind of like gotcha like this, but it's an interesting message to write because it reveals so much about your personality. Why would you write milk is naturally half sugar with a lull at the end of it? Unless you're trying to signal that you are anti-sugar, which tells me a certain something about you that you may have thought would be impossible to derive from just a simple sentence in Twitch chat. Fairlife plant in chat. Fairlife's the GOAT. 20 grams of plastic in each bottle. Scolded for a reckless lull. And don't even get me started. There was a new person in the Peloton Discord last week that said they're so lucky because their schedule allows them to eat 110 grams of protein by lunch. So it gives them a great start on hitting their macros for the day. You need to post a pic. You better be the picture of that dude. You know when they want to say that someone had a good opinion, they always post a picture of like the muscle man at the keyboard. And then the other side of the keyboard conversation is like the little kid with the glasses. And then the other one is the really, really, really jacked dude typing that's like, yes, actually, this would be a great way to get into the hobby. You better be that guy if you're bragging about 110 grams of protein by lunch, man. You're like the Faroe Islands or something. Ah, fuck. The Falklands? Malvinas? There we go. Oh, you know what? Now I realize they're doing, this is, now that I found out that Worldle is curated because of the England-Argentina game today, unless it's a hell of a coincidence. Now that I find out it's curated, I've lost a little respect for you. Lost a little respect. I thought we were playing an honest, objective dull. I didn't realize we were playing a dull where they had their finger on the scale a little bit. Because now we could bring contextual information to that dull, and we could succeed not on geographical knowledge, but on knowledge of other things that are happening in our surroundings. I find that mildly disappointing. I find it slightly disrespectful, to be honest with you. You know what's crazy is finding out people are like, wow, for once, England soccer isn't shit. Bro, you're really outing yourself as a casual viewer. They were literally in the finals of Euro just a few years ago, bro. I'm not like other casual fans. I don't pay attention to just the World Cup. I pay attention to the World Cup and Euro, okay? I pay attention to both of the biggest tournaments that happen every few years. You have to understand it's part of our culture to say that. Yeah, well, it's also part of your culture to have pubs where you sit down at a table, but then you have to go to the bar to order food. But then they bring the food to your table. There's an asymmetry going on where because I'm from a place where they come to your table to take the order, and then they also bring the food to your table. But you sit down at one of these British pubs, you're looking around like, oh, they hate me, they hate me. Then all of a sudden you go up to the bar, they're like, are you all right? And you're like, no, I'm not all right, I'm hungry. I want a pretty good curry and the worst pizza I've ever had in my life. Can you make that happen? Don't say a pint of blended beans, man. Although that kind of sounds like something you'd use for like enunciation practice. A pint of blended beans. A pint of blended beans. Costco Canada confirmed to have deep fryers, by the way. Corey, listen, that might be right, but I do want to know what the source is. Please tell me the source is not a liar in your chat who said I used to work there and just wants attention. Tell me at least that there's a picture of a Costco kitchen that has confirmed it. A chatter who went yesterday. Okay, can you elaborate? They peeked into the kitchen. I'm sorry, again, I'm not married to the idea that Costco doesn't have deep fryers, but hearsay from a Corey chatter who peeked into the kitchen is not enough for me. A picture from the voyage would have done it. A picture of baskets in oil would have done it. But hearsay from one dude who peeked over the counter into the kitchen, I don't buy it. Bros marrying the food court? You're arguing the arguer, not the argument, Corey. It's not this would not pass in court. We do need a Corey IRL stream where he goes up and asks if they have deep fryers. And then, no, by the way, I hope you know me. I hope you wouldn't think that if you had a video of that and they went, yeah, we have fryers, I wouldn't go, well, that's just one Costco. I would obviously be like, okay, you're right, and I was mistaken. You fucking would? No, I wouldn't. Because at Costco, I'm assuming their overhead costs, they try to keep them as lean as possible because the profit margins are like 2%. So I'm assuming it's like building something in Prison Architect. They have like a blueprint of Costco that they just go and pop it over there, right? Like Control-C, Control-V. They can't be messing around with too many, like augmenting the blueprints and stuff like that. I deadass need to go to Costco today. Librarian, don't waste your time. If I don't really care if they have deep fryers at an American Costco. You have a different menu. And I'm not just like, there's a marked difference between the American Costco food court and the Canadian Costco food court. They would have different things in the kitchen. I have no idea what they have in an American Costco kitchen. But then there is one more thing, Corey, that I want to say. And that's that even if they do have fryers, I've had the chicken strips. I don't think they're frying the chicken strips. I think the chicken strips are, even if they have fryers, they might be frying the fries, but I do believe they're baking the tenders in the shitty industrial ovens. Because the breading is soft, man. The breading is not crispy. It's soft. I've watched them fry the strips. I can't take this as evidence until I see it. I hate to do this, but if you get the chance, and I'll only accept this from Corey, or from somebody else at a Canadian Costco with video evidence. If you go to the Costco food court and you ask them, do you deep fry the chicken tenders here? And you record them saying yes, I would 100% believe you. 100% believe you. You won't believe your close friend? My close friend has not done the work yet. My close friend is relying on hearsay from somebody else. This is how we got ourselves into this misinformation mess. We have a low trust source of information that is being parroted by a high trust individual. That does not elevate the low trust information to high trust. The information is what determines the quality of the source, okay? By the way, I'm going 10 toes down on this, okay? And spreading both cheeks. I've seen, I don't remember the name, what's the name of the guy who directed Backrooms? Kane Parsons, right? I've seen a lot of people they've taken how amazing it is that he directed the movie at age 20, and they're now using it against him. They'll be like, yeah, but he's only 20, lol. From the twisted 20-year-old mind of Kane Parsons. I'll say, as a 37-year-old guy, it's still fucking crazy. It's still fucking crazy at age 20 he made a good movie. I haven't seen it, but by all accounts, it seems like at least the reception was mildly positive. It's kind of incredible. I mean, honestly, like, for a dude who's like 32 to make a good movie is kind of amazing. There's lots of people my age making movies that kind of suck, to be honest with you. Even Paul Thomas Anderson, bro, was 27 or something when he made Boogie Nights, okay? Now, surely Kane Parsons has a Boogie Nights in him in the next 6 years, right? Ignoring the fact that it's maybe, in my opinion, one of the greatest movies ever made. Backrooms 2, as good as Boogie Nights? Are you buying or selling on Kalshi? You're selling? Great, because I'm buying. Director, actor, Olivia Wilde. The invite. That's easy enough. One word title, ignore the. Okay. How about Booksmart? Okay, literally, you're going to be like, oh, those three are obvious? Bro, we didn't play any movies in which she's only an actor. We played her entire fucking filmography as a director. I think we deserve a little, +2 ally points for that, to be honest. I love Booksmart. It's literally good. Just never ask r/SipsT how they feel about this. I liked it better when it was called Superbad. Yeah, okay. Superbad, as we all know, is the first crude coming-of-age movie that centers around high school graduation. Superbad pioneered the formula. I mean, it came out in the halcyon days of 2007, which I believe was around the dawn of popular cinema. Ryan Gosling, Hollywood's demigod. I haven't seen that one. The Death and Life of Bobby Z with Paul Walker and Lawrence Fishburne? So it's like they're in the Wild West, and yet he's holding an M16. This could be awesome. It's just a cowboy hat? Bro, it's not just a cowboy hat. Look at what fucking Paul Walker is wearing, bro. That's cowboy attire. It's like a red velvet suit. He literally looks like Austin Powers. That's a suit, bro. It's a maroon crushed velvet suit, okay? Can I say something, by the way? Fate conspired to have me stop at a Subway for dinner last night. I looked around the parking lot, and all I saw were like Dodge Ram 1500s, Toyota Tacomas, etc. Is Subway now, is it chud coded? Not to say that all people driving trucks are chuds, but like when you are in the city and you look around a parking lot and it's all trucks, it's an interesting it's not a representative average sample, let's put it that way. It do not say always has been. That is, in 2003, Subway was not chud coded at all. No, it wasn't. Happy Gilmore was eating it. Happy Gilmore wasn't a chud. People were getting salads on baguettes. My mom was not a chud for getting a foot-long veggie delight in 2003. People were driving there in Priuses and shit, man. Look at their previous mascot. Oh, well, that's kind of like, I think that's a bad faith way to argue, okay? Like, Jared is obviously a chud. But now you're suggesting that anybody who goes to the restaurant is like, like Jared coded or something. Like if they're still going to like the restaurant didn't make Jared a chud. He was like, I don't know. It was in there before he got or maybe the money changed him. I don't know, man. But like something, it's not associated with the sandwiches, okay? Happy Gilmore killed his wife. He's definitely a chud. Whatever happens in the second movie is not canon, okay? I haven't seen the second movie. Also, if he kills his wife, and I'm assuming his wife was what's her name from Modern Family, it's literally probably the actress's fault because she said, I don't want to do Happy Gilmore 2. This movie's going to suck. So he had to do so. Julie Bowen, thank you. He had to do something to get Julie Bowen's character out of the movie. Otherwise, the whole time you're watching Happy Gilmore 2, you'd probably be like, where's Julie Bowen? Where's Julie Bowen? Actually, she's still in it a lot. Does she go, happy look out? Ah! This is probably in the top 5 Julie Bowen line reads in history.
Worm.
Happy look out! Ah!
Happy look out! Ah! Hee hee. Top 10 most disturbing movies because of what we now know. Bully doesn't know nerd is a karate kid. YouTube is so fucking funny, man. Pour Coca-Cola and batteries into a hole. Half the world doesn't know. Okay, like, look at this, bro. First off, when animals think no one's watching Backyard Edition, that bear is going to eat that lady. That lady is literally, that's her last known photograph before she dies. But what is this? Pour Coca-Cola and batteries into a hole. Half the world doesn't know? What is this algo? Bro, this is an incognito window. This is what YouTube is trying to serve you, like right off the bat. Andrew Scheer goes off on CBC. They're still making Andrew Scheer Sigma videos? Bro lost the election like 8 years ago or something. What the... Andrew Scheer goes off on CBC host live. She got mad. Oh, fuck. She got mad. Doesn't she know that's how you lose the argument? Yeti, by the way, thank you for your message. I'm not going to read it, but it did remind me of the best Letterboxd review, which is Prezoh's review of Don't Look Up that he posted 2 days ago. That has no rating and just says, don't look up gay porn. It's just a bunch of guys putting their dicks in other guys' butts, which I think is using the platform in the best way it could possibly be used. It's the one like a week before that is like he watched Mean Girls, but in a YouTube edit where they took out all the parts where they're bullying each other, and he said, like, I have to say Girls was a pretty good movie. This is just really not a good-looking pizza. I'm not saying I wouldn't eat it, but is it possible that this is from the United Kingdom? Served on top of what appears to be like the back of an action figure box. I should have known. In Scandinavia, they're doing all sorts of fucked up shit with their pizzas, man. Jauheliha pizza from Finland, I guess. It does look like road rash. That is... I gotta give that a pass, to be honest with you. It looks like a Lunchable. I guess it should be... Bamboo grows predominantly... I think bamboo just grows wherever it fucking wants. I was gonna say I'm mostly associated with, like, well, China, but then also the tropics. But then my kid used to go to a daycare, and their yard was fucking infested with bamboo, man. I'll say it, man. I didn't read this part about how it's included in the Bagisu's famous Imbalu circumcision rites. I'm going to pass on that for now, but maybe a bite. Maybe I'll have a bite. That's a Nanaimo bar from Nanaimo, Vancouver Island. That's from Canada. And they're really fucking good, bro. They are pure sugar. I can't deny that. How does it make you feel that our grandfathers were eating like Nanaimo bars for dessert every day, and when they were 60 and they took off their shirt, they still had abs? Mine was looking a little bit... You ever seen That's My Boy with Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg? And then James Caan is like a priest, and he takes off his shirt, and he's weirdly like sinewy for an 80-year-old guy, and he starts going like. He also used to go to the gym. Not That's My Boy, but this is my grandfather. Probably the worst I ever slept in my entire life was the summer of 9th grade, where I didn't have a job and was not going to get one because I was 13 years old. And my mom said, okay, but you can't just sit around the house doing nothing watching, the movie channel all day. So you have to go to the gym with your grandpa. So I would go to sleep at around 1 a.m. every night, wake up at 6:45 a.m., get in my grandpa's truck. He would drive us to the YMCA, and we would work out for like 2 hours. But I swear all the dude did was bicep curls. He would pick a spot on the bench, and he'd be doing bicep curls when I left him, and he'd be doing bicep curls when I got back. And then he would, right after, and this was probably why this period was devastating for my health. Right after that, we would drive to the Walmart at the Frontenac Mall that had a McDonald's in it, and he would order 2 entire McDonald's breakfast combos, and I would order 1. And then he would read the newspaper and eat 2 sausage McMuffins and 2 hash browns and like 2 cups of coffee while I read the movie review section of the Globe and Mail and found out what they thought about Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World. Did he get heart disease? Can I tell you something? Bro is still cooking at 90. At 9, do you know how messed up it is for a man to get to 90 years old? Not the sort of thing that never happens, but like that's got to be in like the upper decile. Like one in 10 men born in the 1930s hits 90, unless you're Asian. Okay, Kate. Yeah, if you're Asian, I'm not suggesting there's no Asian grandpas that have not made it to 90. But yeah, that's true. So, but can I say quit bragging? Quit bragging. My wife's always telling me, like we've now, and she's just being an actuary, which is fair. But she will tell me about like what her life is going to look like after I die. And she's not even saying it like it's going to happen in like the next 10 years. But she's like, like statistically speaking, I'm probably going to outlive you by like 20 years. And at this point, I'm just like, yeah, it's true. I might make it 80. I might make it 90. But like, she's younger than me, Asian, lighter than me. She's a woman. She's got like many factors that are compounding to work in her advantage. Let's put it that way. And then genetically, I don't know. Yeah, plus she lives in Vancouver. Genetically, I don't know too, because I got a 90-year-old grandpa. But then like my other grandpa, he died at like 65 or maybe 62, but it was like all lifestyle problems. So I don't know but maybe his genes are only going to let him get to 66 or 67. I don't know. Statistics don't equal anecdotes. Yeah, but can I ruin your life for the rest of the time that you're on the planet? Your plan for what the rest of your life should look like in terms of your longevity and your health span is going to be better informed by the anecdotes of your family than by the broad statistics of a representative sample of the population. Like if you want to figure out how long you can expect to be healthy, don't go look up how long does the average person in my country live. Ask your mom or your dad, like, hey, what kind of problems did your parents have? It's a rare situation where the anecdotes are actually way more statistically valid than the broad statistics. Unfortunately, sorry to ruin your life, but you were being glib. You were doing a Dunning-Kruger thing and trying to a little more sodium chloride next time. Now they're all posting clueless. Now they're saying I harsh the vibes. Okay, well you guys do that all the time. I'm not allowed to do it once. One time I'm not allowed to harsh the vibes one time. Meanwhile, you can come in here every day and harsh the vibes. No, motherfucker. I have never harshed the vibes. Spinny boy, you're telling no lies. You're literally a vibe creator. Even you could have said, you can't talk to me like that. America is bombing my country right now. But instead you said, yeah, it almost got me. I also almost got by bombs dropped by American planes. Like you turned it into a joke, which you didn't have to do. But I greatly respect your instinct to turn it into humor, as a mechanism to cope. I'm glad Biscoff's having a moment again, man. I love the flavor of Biscoff. I feel like the cheeseburger's going to win, though. Literally, if something that's bad for you has protein, people think it's good for you. And if something that's bad for you has sugar, they think it's even worse for you. Hot dog with a pint of à la coque premium or Lolly's loaded bubble waffle. Something ain't right about this. You could tell the dude taking the picture, it's like he's got the camera in his mouth for one, but the waffle's going to win. Vegan tacos versus unicorn pancakes with confetti syrup. I still think, and not to put this evil on them, because the food was all right. Most millennial meal I've ever had in my entire life was definitely, there used to be a Twin Peaks themed restaurant in Vancouver called the Black Lodge that only served vegan food. I believe I had a vegan hot dog and vegan poutine. And even when I was eating it, I was like, what am I doing, man? Why the hell am I eating a vegan hot dog at the Black Lodge? It must have been good as fuck. It was the first bite was kind of like, this is like almost as good as what I would describe as a normal hot dog, not to be rude. But then every subsequent bite was just kind of like, how did they make this? Which is not fair, because I also I never eat a normal hot dog and then go, how did they make this? It's probably like equally horrifying, if not worse. But no disrespect to Minnesota. I think you're doing your best. But I cannot be clicking on unicorn pancakes with confetti syrup. You just can't be like... there's so many evil thoughts in my head. But the other thing that's just going off in my head over and over is this. When the unicorn pancakes with confetti syrup arrive at the table, like that's what it's giving me. Not the Koopa divorce court one where they go, meh, meh. I gotta go vegan tacos on that one. Okay, Chipotle burger looks like the inside of it was generated by AI. Also, I'm glad you're seeing a Bayern München game. Let me know how Alphonso Davies does. I haven't seen him. I've watched the whole World Cup. I haven't seen him play too much. Currywurst literally doesn't lose. Never mind. Damn, community average 8.2. So the Scrandle is like the only dull where the average person does insanely well. Like that's flabbergasting to me. For selling a smokeless shotgun propellant called ballistite to Italy, what famous scientist was accused of treason by the French government in 1891? Known for inventing a casing for nitroglycerin, what Swede? Oh, it's Nobel, bro. Damn, no wonder he made the prize. Bro was seriously he was an arms dealer prior to the Peace Prize stuff, huh? What painter of Primavera supposedly painted his mystical nativity based on the sermons of the mad monk Savonarola? Botticelli. Literally just a guess. Complete shot in the dark. When were these people born? Okay, I got to think about this for a second. The youngest motherfucker on the list is definitely Morgan Freeman. Betty White was almost 100 when she died in 2018. She was born in 1918, so let's move her down here. Clint Eastwood, obviously younger than Betty White. Older than Mick Jagger, for sure. Now, Lucille Ball, maybe Mick Jagger's younger than Morgan Freeman. I got to think about this for a second. But Lucille Ball is the tricky one. Willie Nelson is 90-something. Is Clint Eastwood 90? He would have been late 20s during the Man with No Name movies in the mid-60s. But born in maybe 1930-something. Willie Nelson is 90-something. I think he's slightly older than Clint Eastwood, as crazy as that sounds. And then Lucille Ball, famous for I Love Lucy in the late 50s. I have to imagine she would have been 30, so born in 1920. I think Lucille Ball is right there. Now, Mick Jagger, Stones were coming up, early 60s. You got to imagine he was 20. That would make him 86. Morgan Freeman, I'm going to say he was 60 when Driving Miss Daisy came out. Born in there's no way Morgan Freeman's 94 years old. They're all wrong. They're all wrong. Which means they're all right. Okay. Morgan Freeman, 1937. Willie Nelson, 1933. Clint Eastwood, 1930. Yeah, okay. We were in the right ballpark. Higher percentage of more recent housing units. I'm going to say Orlando. The city beautiful. I'm Buddy Dwyer. I'd like to welcome you to our beautiful city of Orlando. Whether you're taking in a sporting game, visiting one of our beautiful parks, or just enjoying the world's worst airport, we invite you to sit back, relax, and take in everything that makes Orlando, the city, beautiful. Anyone else ever ride the MCO tram to get from where your plane lands to the rest of the airport? I guess I'm a moron, because I thought, because I've been to other airports, I thought the plane would land at the airport. But apparently in Orlando, we do things a little differently down here. The plane lands someplace else, and then you take a train to the airport. That's a real good impression. I've been to Orlando a lot. And there's been some good memories there, too, to be fair. And then I'll just keep my mouth shut for the rest of it. 20th century French mathematicians. Fields medalists. I have no idea, man. Alexander Grothendieck. The leading figure in the creation of modern algebraic geometry. Don't say it. Don't say it. This guy seems very... He won a Fields Medal, bro. I haven't even won... what are the awards called for streamers? I haven't even won a streamer award, bro. Jinxie flushed me last year for Best Strategy Gamer. 21st century social movements, slogans, social justice organizations, criticisms of police brutality. This is Black Lives Matter. I'll just say, anybody that is not getting this right should not be playing catfishing at this point. Because this, unless you're 2 years old, you should have this for sure. 82%? Who the fuck is getting 10 out of 10? Same motherfucker that goes to all the trivia on the Disney cruises and gets 20 out of 20 on the non... You're supposed to... If you get 20 out of 20 on one of the Disney Cruise trivias, you're supposed to fuck off on the next trivia and go do something and give somebody else a chance, bro. Give somebody who maybe gets 18 out of 20 a chance, okay? You get 19 out of 20, you're allowed to stay. 20 out of 20, they should kick you out. They should be like, we need to, rebalance it, okay? Am I the asshole guesser? We did it once, and it's all right. Don't get me wrong. It's all right. But I do think it's hampered by the fact that I sincerely believe that approximately 1 in 10 Reddit posts are actually written by human beings in good faith. I'm not going to say there's never been an Am I the Asshole post that's real and they're the asshole. But it takes a very special kind of person to post the story that makes them look so bad and be like, was I in the wrong here? Most people, it might radicalize you to find this out, but most people can kind of know whether they're in the right or the wrong. And also, most people's reaction when they have a conflict with their spouse is not to go to Reddit and be like, which one of us is right? Most people's reaction is like, let's try to solve this. You'd be surprised? No, I wouldn't. You would be surprised. Now, I have issue with Redditors. Chibley's got the right take on Reddit, okay? Which is that I think if you use the website to digest some content, your soul can be saved. Your soul can still be pure. But if you post comments regularly on Reddit, you get the mantle of Redditor, 100%. And I think there's... Not to bring everybody down, but I think there's something a little sad about it that people would. You know what I've noticed is that a lot of Reddit comments have become there'll be a post about some news, and then the third most popular comment will be here's how this news relates to my childhood trauma, and it will receive no replies, and you're like, oh no, man. The third comment on a politics post is always my old boss was exactly like Donald Trump. And let me tell you, it does not get better from here. like extrapolating their old boss at the warehouse to the president of the United States. But anyway, like typing in Twitch chat is better. I think it's better because it's steeped in a little bit of irony. And there is something that, honestly, we fucked up when we invented upvotes. Even in YouTube comments, there's a reason that Twitch chat is better than YouTube comments, is because Twitch chat is ephemeral, the way that communication is supposed to be. The only way that something becomes mimetic in Twitch chat is through the oral tradition, the way we used to tell stories to preserve our histories. Now, the way things become mimetic on YouTube is like the comment that gets the most likes rises to the top. And the comment that gets the most likes is almost always, well, not something the creator wants to read. Let's put it that way. Either God or the person who created the video. But in Twitch, even the best messages are ephemeral, which leads to like a constant refreshing and renewing that I feel it's a more honest form of communication. Instead of like, oh, let me go down the list of the most meritorious comments. The streamer decides the top comments when they read them out loud. You know what's crazy to me is that I would have thought it would be dead by now, but there are still like people watching YouTube videos getting one shot by like, and if you're listening to this, why don't you tell me what your favorite pizza topping is? I'd love to hear it. in the middle of a video that has absolutely nothing to do with it at all. And then there are people that are like, my favorite pizza topping is pepperoni. I find it very delicious. And I'm like, oh, man. They're farming you, bro. They're farming you. They're farming you for algorithmic engagement. Listen, I do appreciate this film on a technical, visual, spiritual, and oral level. It's incredible and deserves more stars than I've given it. That being said, it was the most boring thing I've ever subjected myself to. I fell asleep twice and went to church as respite from the boredom. Church, me. I give up on the film whole life. This is 2001: A Space Odyssey, which literally, not to intellectually mog you, but I watched this as a 17-year-old college freshman and was not bored. And the take that drives me crazy about 2001 is when people get bored by the start of the movie. The start of the movie is one of the least boring parts of the movie. The most boring part of the movie is the 18 minutes of psychedelic warping that happens when he goes through the wormhole. That's what, even at age 17, I was like, I get what's happening here, but we can truncate this a little bit. But the part of the start where they're beating the shit out of each other with big old bones and clubs and stuff like that, and the monolith is there, the fucking dun dun dum 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 dum. But you know what? There's also something that pisses me off, because like giving it a 2.5 and saying it deserves more, but also you fell asleep. You can't have, how many feet do you have? Because you're sitting on two fences at the same time. Be like, okay, this is the most boring movie I've ever seen. Give it a 1. Give it a 1.5. Don't write a 1.5 star review and then be like, it actually deserves a 5. Like, be honest. You don't have to give it the best review, like an objective review. Just review it the way that you like it, and then we'll see the consensus. Or just lie. You could also just lie. My 2.5 star Rashomon review asks. So Ricky, did you give it a 2.5? Because I gave it a 3.5. I'm going to change my review though. I'm not going to change the score. I'm going to change the text and say this was written by r/SipsT moderators. Because they didn't treat her right in the movie. I'll say it. They didn't treat her right in that movie. Oh! Even as I sliced it, I went, no, this is going to be like 59-41, bro. Wait, that's really familiar. You know what this is? This sounds like One Way or Another. I really thought that might be it. Obviously, we need a little bit more. So familiar. Give me the voice. I know this is from 1977. Isn't this the Michael Jackson song from Free Willy? Hold up on the river Jordan. On the river Jordan. It's River Jordan. Free Willy. If it is a heartbreak. It's heartbreaking. It's a heartache. You got it. I got it, guys. This sounds so much like the Michael Jackson song from the Free Willy soundtrack. On the river Jordan. Not really, but I think it's funny. The Michael Jordan one is called Michael Jordan. The Michael Jordan one is by the Alan Parsons Project. No, not at all. Buddy, I lived through the Free Willy wave, okay? I lived through Free Willy. It was the biggest movie on the planet for 5-year-olds. He's standing on the outcropping of rocks. He's standing on the quay with the whale, Shamu, or maybe it's Keiko, I can't remember, jumps over his head while he holds his hand up. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? I said Michael Jackson Lenderman yesterday. Lewis said Michael Jordan is the most famous MJ. Discuss. Listen, they're both really, really famous. I feel like Michael Jackson is more famous. But we are also in a Michael Jackson, like we're in an updraft. The movie made $1 billion. And I feel like this is like the most Michael Jackson I've heard about in at least like 15 years. Oh, but Michael Jordan is more associated with MJ. Oh, well, yeah, if you said MJ, first I would think of Kirsten Dunst in Spider-Man 1, and then I would think of Michael Jordan. And then I would think of marijuana. Then I would think of marijuana after that. Called the Burnaby Costco, and they do use deep fryers for their chicken and fries. I believe okay, I'm willing to believe that. That's 2 data points now. Now I'm baking in a 20% chance that you are just saying that you didn't call, but I believe that you called. But the fries don't taste, the fries, they taste pretty good. The chicken tenders don't taste like they deep fry it. They taste like they bake them. Because they have like the oven chicken tender feel, where like the breading is not all crispy. The outside is like a little crispy, and then the inside is a little grainy, like the inside of the breading. Could be deep fried in a batch in the morning and then kept warm. Oh, wait, okay. Having a name that rhymes with stuff must be awesome, man. Ain't nothing rhymes with Ryan. Only time you know what Ryan gets you? If you're still at a school where they're using chalk on a chalkboard. Ryan. Did somebody say my name? Ryan. Sounding like the damn seagulls from Finding Nemo. Not at all. That when you scrape the chalk on the chalkboard, it sounds like Ryan. ASMR, extremely satisfying chalk writing sounds. Okay, well, they have either good chalk or a good board because it's not making the scraping sound. Get worse chalk. Wait, this might be peak though. ASMR admin work.
Need a workspace that moves as fast as you do?
Not really, bro.
Offers offices by the hour, meeting rooms your way, and limitless co-working in the heart of Canada. Find the perfect space to collaborate and innovate. Officesregis.com. Book now.
Fuck office space by the hour? Is this for like CEOs that are sleeping with their secretary?
My name is Lise Richard, and I am the owner of Tofino Hot.
Poison Bloom ASMR.
Let me get some of this typing. The papers are one thing, but let me hear this keyboard sing. That's what it's all about right there. That is what it's all about. What else? Most replayed moment. She could be typing a little faster. I mean, like this, I understand it now, but she could be typing a little faster. How about some rustling papers? Wait, that fucking like paper wobble sounded good as fuck, bro. I'm sorry. How about ASMR blackjack and martinis?
Betting 200. Betting 200. 9. 12. Versus R10. And 12 hits. 22.
I gotta say, I think the typing is closer for doing something to me than the blackjack. Not to say that this guy's not doing a good job, but the blackjack just doesn't do anything special for me. ASMR, a meticulous table tennis racket inspection.
Hello there. Who is the competitor, please? Michael Gauthier. He's from France.
See, can we get a check on the rubber coloring, please?
The closest match is dark B, which is fine.
ASMR, buying your first watch.
Hi there, welcome. My name is Jeremiah, and I understand you're buying your first watch. This is very exciting. I assume that you have, of course, you've owned a watch before.
Yeah,
You've worn a watch before.
I have a Psycho cocktail time.
Of course you have.
Yeah.
Everybody has.
Well,
I assume it was a Casio or maybe even been a smartwatch, an Apple Watch or something like that. Yeah? Okay. But now you're looking to elevate.
Yes.
What I'm seeing, yes. Wonderful. Well, first and foremost,
get to the watches. What do you got?
Watch. So again, the brand AITA. Your watch is personal. Okay. And I'll show you another.
Imagine if you put on the vest. I think it would feel like Robert Downey Jr. when he's getting his ass beat by Thanos on Titan. Please let me know when I can unmute. You don't like this? What about luxury watch salesman, ASMR, roleplay, Rolex, and more?
Leo's working hard, growing. Pampers is working hard, keeping him dry. Only Pampers Swaddlers has a Keep Dry liner to keep him comfortably dry. Pampers, behind every baby.
Charlie's having a friend over.
The Lionel Richie took me out at the end there.
7:10.
This doesn't look like Gaming Wednesday. Bro, I'm buying a Rolex.
Yes, Linda, I have an appointment in precisely 30 seconds, so make sure there's no call. It's a very important customer. Thank you. Oh, hi. How are you?
Let me see. Pull up for precise seeking.
To the Sunny Whispers luxury wardrobe.
Would you sell me the Rolex Sea Dweller?
Work your way up.
What, the most replayed part is the part where the Rolex salesman says, I can't sell you this watch because you haven't spent enough money at Rolex yet?
Because you're a first-time customer, you have to work your way up. This model, 18 months.
18 months?
Wait time. Yes, sir, that's just the way it is. It's all about demand and supply and demand. The GMT, 36 months.
36 months? This is
25,000 Canadian.
25,000 Canadian dollars in 36 months? It sounds like the loan terms for a Nissan Rogue, man. Holy cow. Hey, Ghost Pepper, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifted subscriptions. I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, if you want to see Slay the Spire 2, it's gonna be another 2 minutes. That's just supply and command. It's gonna be another 2 hours till we play Slay the Spire 2. No, man, I think ASMR is cool. I don't fully get it, but I mean, I appreciate there's people out there that do, man. Like, what about distinguished guest POV at the luxury hotel? And then straight to the most replayed moment.
Get that sorted for you. 1 second, please.
He's using an old rotary telephone. Anyway. Let's play some Slay the Spire 2. Please click the librarian's link. Can you put it in one more time, librarian?
Wow, this is so
Girlfriend ASMR, but she falls off the stairs during your walk in the Eiffel Tower?
exciting. Oh, but my legs are tired though. Feel them cramping up soon. I'm so glad we're almost there. How long have we been climbing up the Eiffel Tower for? Also, you've got strong legs. Holy. Just give me a minute.
Uh-oh.
I'm just tired. Oh, God. Oh, oh,
It's pretty good. Did you ever hear OG Virtual Barber? Bro, I was playing OG Virtual Barber for my friends in college. It really felt like you were getting your hair cut, man, by an Italian man. He was playing fast and loose with those fucking scissors, man. Sometimes they gotta reach out and grab you a little bit. As I sit here eating my frozen pizza, I want to complain why 12,000 people are watching this. Then I am confronted by the fundamental reality that I'm part of the problem. I mean, you're so close to being 10 steps away from having the ultimate realization, which is like, why do I want to see video games more than other stuff? Which is a question that I think I have not fully teased out of almost anybody. I'm chained to the desk. What do you want me to do? I want you to recognize it's all garbage. But there are some people who, for some reason, think that this kind of streaming content is, oh, this is elevated. This is for intellectuals. A let's play. Oh, whoa, what a mature piece of media being created right now, and I'm so smart for watching it. Whoa, anything but gaming? I miss when the people on this site used to have principles. It's all slop, bro. It's slop all the way down, and you got yourself hooked right up to the pipe. You have consumed so much slop, you have a preference for which type of slop there is. In a blind taste test, you could be like, this slop is a little too sloppy for me. Bring back the premium slop. That means you've had too much slop! Ascension 10 win streaks get in here. Random. Please sort your salad. Exactly, man, exactly. You ever sat on a skateboard to go down a big hill? I have to think about that. I don't think I've ever really sat on a skate. I've never street luged. Although when I watched the X Games as a kid, I really thought that street luging was like guaranteed to be one of the next big sports. I have slid down carpeted stairs in a plastic tub. Thank you for the freebie. That shit is fun. 100% odds you flip over, but it is absolutely, it's fun. I don't think anyone would doubt that. 100% odds you flip over. GG can't be applying doom here. AstroRobin, you've just staked your chat life. Whether you knew it or not, you've just staked your chat life on us losing here. AstroRobin, easy to remember because you've got a fighting game badge next to your name. AstroRobin. Okay, you've staked your chat life on it, which I would like to add. I respect, because you put your money where your freaking mouth is, and there's got to be, you know, that's going 10 toes down. I don't think it's going to go down like that, though. Me trying to figure out how to make it not go down like that. I don't think it's going to go down like that. No, I don't think so. Because we're going to draw a strike. That's going to fuck you up something fierce. And then this gives us just enough. This gives us just enough to die. Okay, AstroRobin, you own the stream now. Congratulations. What would you like me to play? /user. Oh, Robin. No, okay. Well, you know what? You said nothing. I'm going to say that means we play more Slay the Spire 2. Sorry I had ads. Mr. Chance. Cooldown popped, unfortunately. Should have subbed. Sorry, you should have subbed. Oh, let's give it a try, man. Full aggro and countdown. This could, honestly, if you were subbed, that wouldn't have happened. That's crazy. Well, no harm, no foul. You ever get a Costco food court pizza? I've never had a full pizza from the Costco food court, but I have had a slice. And even the slice itself is kind of, I mean, it's one of the few places where you can get one slice of pizza and almost be like, one slice is too much. I got one last week. They gave me the wrong pizza. If I may, don't they only sell 2 types of pizza? So, like, I'm not going to spill any tears if you got a slice of pepperoni instead of cheese or a slice of cheese instead of pepperoni. I think, honestly, barring the vegetarian concerns, I think it's kind of like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I think it should be okay. I bought many full pizzas from Costco. You get 3 to 4 meals out of it for $15. NBTL, you've been teaching me a lot of Mandarin, which I really appreciate. I'm trying really hard not to reply to this with some kind of like, the Costco food court is cheap? Since when? Like, this is the first time I'm hearing about it, man. Since when is the Costco food court the cheapest restaurant on the planet? Doesn't it have a $120 entrance fee? Okay, it has a $60 entrance fee, and it's amortized based on the number of times you utilize the membership. So it could be as cheap as $1 a visit if you go once a week. Jeez, that really silenced you, huh? You don't need a membership for the food court? Yelnats, I have horrible news for you. At most Costco's, you need a food... Well, really? I'm trying to think. There was one in Vancouver, the downtown one, you did not need a membership for a while, but I know they recently changed it. But I also feel like maybe you could go up to the guy at the Costco and be like, I'm just going to the food court. And maybe they would let you in. You could just say you're there to pick up a prescription and they don't check. Okay, well then now I wouldn't call it a crime, but you are putting on airs. That's like saying like, oh, the groceries are really cheap, I just don't pay for them. I just go in. When they go, hey, are you going to pay for that? You go, oh, I already did at self-checkout or something like that. Like you're just, as long as you just lie, you could get away with lots of stuff, man. Wait, am I getting my ass kicked here? Yeah, I think I'm getting my ass kicked here, bro. Fuck this, we should be playing disc golf. I got one more in me. They have to sell alcohol with no membership. Is that true? Like it would be illegal to run like a members-only club that sells alcohol? Not true. Yes, it's true. Give me the kaleidoscope. This could be crazy, man. Not really too interested in the stars. I'll take 1 energy once. What about a poison build on the defect? Can I hit you with something? This was a bad idea. Let's not take the kaleidoscope. Although next time I get the chance to take the kaleidoscope, I'll probably also take it. So this is how Slay the Spire 2 dies? No, Librarian, this isn't like Isaac, because Slay the Spire 2 on Ascension 10 is actually hard. Isaac is easy. They made it harder by just adding so many items that don't do anything. Ascension 10 is actually difficult. Fuck it, you've been good. You have been good. You have been good. I ain't mad at you for saying Costco pizza's cheap. It's literally right, bro. How could I be mad at you for saying that? This ain't the type of channel where I'm gonna get mad at you for telling the truth. If you want that, you gotta watch the news. I mean, in this day and fucking age, man. You know what I mean. It's kind of mandatory for me to watch the news. Okay, Spinny boy, you're just milking it, okay? Now you're just I'm just messing with you, of course. God bless. Don't call Spinny boy Yeti's minion. Spinny boy's got lots of other stuff going on. They literally there's no minion in this relationship between Spinny boy and Yeti. I think they're just friends. No one is anybody's minion. How about a skill potion that gives me a ton of block? So now I'm doing the ASMR by accident. Sorry guys, that was just my wedding ring tapping on my bottle of Italian sparkling water. Sorry guys. I can't do it, it's too fizzy. It's too fizzy. I wanted to swallow water, and I swallowed just gas. There was water in the swallow, and then when I swallowed, it was a bubble of gas went down into my tummy. So you know what's gonna fucking happen. I can already feel it. It's like right in between my rib cage right now. It's gonna be a big burp. Oh my god, it's gonna be so huge. Did you hear that? I'm just hoping it's one of the dry burps instead of one of the really, really gross wet burps. Here it comes, man. That was a good burp. That was not a wet burp. That was a perfectly normal burp. You really can make anything entertaining. I did feel a little bit like a clown when I was just chugging the water, to be honest with you. Felt a little clown-like. But you know what? I mean, can't take this damn industry too seriously, you know? That is true. Seltzer is it's a classic comedy drink. Like, honestly, it probably took until, like, if I had to guess, it took till, like, 2012 before seltzer wasn't predominantly purchased by clowns and comedians, if I had to guess. Because it used to just be something, it was connected to, like, one of those fire extinguisher type bottles where a clown would go, like, hey, take a look at this! And then they'd go, psh, and spray you, like, right in the face. The clown market kept it alive, for sure. What about this for a guy? And it just came to me, so if the joke sucks, I apologize. Wow, greatest sweeping beam fight of all time. So you ready? Here's the guy. Guy who's in, so he's in high school, and one of the kids in his science class goes, he's in high school in 2005, and one of the kids in his science class goes, guys, I saw this crazy thing online. Check it out. I brought in Diet Coke and Mentos, and he does the Diet Coke and Mentos thing, and the whole class goes, whoa, it turned into like a geyser. And then that kid is like jealous that the Mentos kid is getting so much attention. So he comes into class the next day with Alka-Seltzer and water. He's like, guys, I saw this crazy thing online. You're not going to believe this. I hate it. I don't get it. Well, the joke is like, Everybody knows that's what Alka-Seltzer and water does, man. You ain't special. Your crazy ass ain't telling us anything we didn't already know. Yeah, okay, that's Bay comes in the next day with batteries, coke, and a shovel. Could you believe 50% of the world doesn't know this? Well, I'm dead. I'm obviously dead. Ain't no point to the damn game. You don't run out of the running out of HP potion or nothing. Here's an awesome game for guys who like to do math or make spreadsheets or whatever. Fuck it, look at that. At least we heard him before we went. I do really like Storm, man. She was always my favorite X-Men, too. I mean, manipulating the weather seems like a fucking crazy power. Nightcrawler's great. Oh, you're just saying that because the dude's named Cumming. Real original, man. Can she make good weather or just storms? You know, I never thought about that. Storm at the baseball game, finding out it's about to get rained out. Their fucking pupils turn white. She's moving the clouds away from Fenway Park. And she's not thinking about the fact that someone in the adjacent area is going to get struck by lightning as a result of that. Someone is going to get, probably when she's getting the weather from somewhere, okay? She's taking the sunny weather from somewhere and she's putting, because you can't just create weather. You're just moving clouds around. Can I just say though, what would I do if I was Storm? I would make it rain at night. I would just move any of the rain in the day to nighttime. Why? So that you get the benefit of the rain without like screwing up people's plans and making their jeans wet and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Plus the ASMR sleeping. So fuck people who work the third shift. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Fuck the people that work the third shift. I'm saying it. We have any ICU nurses watching right now? I'm sick of you. Always threatening to strike because the province won't give you the wage increase you deserve. Because you're asking for increases in your wages that would match the rise in cost of living over the last few years, and then the government goes, the best we can do is a 5% raise over 10 years. How's it going? Do you lean a certain type of build? I like zero cost and thunder. Oh, you like zero cost and thunder? How about 3 inches and thin? Sorry, as a new chatter, you did not ask for that. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm just getting my ass beat in Slay the Spire 2 and I had to take it out on someone, okay? Prolonged eye contact? Should we pivot to ASMR and eye contact training videos? I think it's a growth industry. If the judge says that I am neurodivergent, I will tell you, I've got the type where instead of finding it hard to make eye contact, I make way too much eye contact. I'm 100% the one that like the entire time I'm talking to you, I'm looking into your eyes. Which is probably too much, but what do you want me to do? I have to look at their mouths or I don't know what they're saying? You know what? I will say that was, well, I was literally, I'll cop to it. I was about to say that was the worst part of COVID, which is obviously not true. But it did become a lot fucking harder to understand people when everybody was wearing a mask and also was behind a plexiglass sheet. That part was also a little annoying. Can we at least admit that it was a little annoying to have to listen to what someone was saying but not be able to see their mouth and there were 2 things blocking the sound from getting to you? How is that not the worst part? Bro, no basketball. Obviously. We gotta get Key and Peele back together, man. Sorry, Key paid me $20 to say that. At least on good stuff. He was in Schmigadoon. So Schmigadoon is a joke to you? So Schmigadoon is nothing. Okay, now, no, okay. Mask off moment. Were they not in Toy Story 5? They were in Toy Story 5 for like 3 seconds. I think Toy Story 5 is actually pretty darn good. But they are suffering from something. And what they're suffering from is having too many characters that have been introduced in the Toy Story franchise. So now, every Toy Story movie, they can only put characters in it for like 2 seconds. I mean, like a adult man who's mad about this, bro, Forky had 3 lines. We spend the whole first half of Toy Story 4 learning about Forky. And then in Toy Story 5, he's got 2 lines. Where's Forky, bro? What's his deal? What's Forky up to right now? You didn't watch the Forky spinoff? Yeah, sadly I did watch the Forky spinoff. Forky asked a question. Not my proudest moment. Yeah, I'll watch a little bit more Forky asked a question if they teach me a little bit about what he's been up to in between Toy Story 4 and Toy Story 5. Just a crumb of Forky content, please, for the Forky heads out there. Oh shit, maybe I did fuck it up. When the quiet kid draws expunge is a crazy sentence. Every little thing that you say or do, I'm gunked up on you. Waiting for you come, baby, night and day. I'm gunked up. I'm tired of waiting on you. Yes, what's crazy is that you think that California Girls is like one of the greatest pop songs ever made, but you're not fucking with Confessions on a Dance Floor, the Madonna album that has Hung Up on it. And I'm the asshole for pointing this out for some reason. Not to mention, you guys aren't even fucking with Ray of Light, which is what's wrong with that one's free, bro? You've let like tabloid gossip taint Madonna's entire catalog just what she was in Swept Away, a movie you haven't even seen, or she had the audacity to get plastic surgery, and now you don't fuck with Ray of Light. Now you don't fuck with Ray of Light because she got lip filler or something like that, or the Austin Powers tie-in track "Beautiful Stranger." That's from Austin Powers 2. Beautiful Strangers from Austin Powers 2. But your heart's in the right place. Look, I support this take, but you should pull up a recent image of her. Am I insane? Why the fuck do I care what Madonna looks like? I'm not getting one-shot by social media. I'm not getting incepted into caring about Madonna's physical appearance, bro. This is the Coney tweet that's like, I don't play fighting games to jerk off. I'm not going to be mad at Madonna for getting plastic surgery. She made Ray of Light, bro. She made Frozen. You're listening to her music, though? Yeah, I've got a couple Madonna songs on the Peloton playlist. I think I'm dead, man. I think there's no way to not be dead. I mean, that certainly doesn't do it. Potions, he made you look. It did make me look. You know what? We'll slash marker that. Over this with a 93%er. It actually banked the other direction a little bit. What discs are you getting? I don't want to tell you because they're going to tell me you guys are going to tell me I'm a disc golf chud for buying the Innova starter set with the shark, the leopard, and then the putter, which I don't remember the name of. Now don't go all the way into the fucking stream. Oh my God, it's the greatest shot of all time. It's actually the greatest drive in the history of disc golf. Just make sure we're not getting any fuckery going on here. Crazy eagle on that one. Don't worry, the Innova Leopard is money is still in my rotation. What about the shark, though? I mean, the leopard has aura, but what about the shark, man? Shark's really good, too? Then why was my Discord going when you go to the disc golf shop and they only have cheap-ass Innova discs and then they were putting, like, feels bad frog face? They had me thinking that I wasted my money on some bullshit when it turns out even the pros are saying that it's awesome. Crazy eagle, right? We're going to go over top of this shit. And then we're going to drop it right in the fucking cup. Bro, where's my tailwind? Whatever, we chill on that. Oh, huge, 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 huge. We're still there. I'm now spectating basket. Oh, what have you done, man? What have you done? Bite my swag, chip your tooth. What a name, man. That's in the Curious George shirt. Just hallucinated Ludwig hair on you for like 1 second. Genuinely freaked me out. Librarian, pull up the image, please. Pull it up. The image that proves life is cruel for bald people. Pull it up, please. You know the, don't be like, which one? You know the one I'm talking about. The one with, it's me with the Ludwig hair. And it's literally my same face. But when people see it, they go, whoa, this picture, in this picture, you look really handsome. Is this better or worse than Wii Sports Golf? I mean, it's worse than Wii Sports Golf, but Wii Sports Golf is pretty good, man. And Wii Sports Golf wasn't even the best game in Wii Sports. I'd have to, I'll say it, like it's 20 years since it came out. Boxing was the worst game in Wii Sports. Now, what's the best game? I gotta think about it. Because like bowling was really, I mean, that was like a tech demo for the Wii. No, it's not tennis. Tennis didn't have enough nuance. That's a mid-brain take, tennis. Shut up. But you know what I got to say? As much as I like Wii Sports, it's like a great example of the whole is worth more than the sum of its parts. Because a lot of the games, like bowling was great, golf was pretty good, and then baseball was literally just like the home run derby, and tennis was just smashing the Wiimote, like it was just breaking TVs. But the whole package is a 10. That's true. Plus in boxing, you needed the damn nunchuck. Oh! Why was it called a nunchuck? Well, it really, because the thing didn't look like a nunchuck, but both of them looked like a nunchuck when they were together. So I think they called it the nunchuck because of how it affected the form of the original concept. Now, I never really played Wii Sports Resort. We were like 100% a Rock Band house by the time Wii Sports Resort came out. One of my friends in college did own it, and we played it a couple times. I remember very little. Because by that point, we were much more of a like get drunk and watch Seinfeld on DVD type of vibe instead of like a get drunk and play Wii Sports type of vibe, which honestly we missed out because I could have seen those Seinfeld episodes at any fucking point. The mental image made me insanely depressed. It was literally like the peak of my life. Drink 12 to 14 James Ready 5.5s, walk down to Princess and Division, get a smokes poutine, walk back to my friend's apartment, 2 to 8 episodes of Seinfeld on DVD until enough people passed out that we called it. It's kind of a boys rock sort of moment in my life, man. Only reason you should be depressed is because you weren't there. Don't go out of bounds. It's such a perfect drive. Oh. Way back when, in '07. That's perfect. That was actually might be play of the game. They need to play it. Are you watching Disc Golf Masters? I know it's late in Sweden right now. If you're watching, we need shot of the game. And you could literally just have the machine figure it out from like greatest distance to basket. But I want to see it, and I want to see y'all on your baddest behavior. They should add some annoying people walking their dogs and shit. I was looking at the reviews of Vancouver disc golf courses, and there are people that are like leaving negative reviews and then going like, too many people walking their damn dogs. The Kilchenna Park course was littered with pedestrians when I played, made it challenging. I've read that about Kilchenna has like a 1.7 out of 5 on the disc golf social media aggregator. And then the Jericho Park one, people also say sucks because there's like a part of the course is like throwing over parked cars in a parking lot. And there's no shot as an amateur I'm going to be throwing discs over a Kitsilano parking lot because I'm going to hit like a Lamborghini Countach and do $108,000 worth of damage or something like that. Like it could be devastating. But then QE seems like the best, but it also seems like the busiest. So you take the good with the bad, I guess. You know what? No. You got to swing for the fences. They won't respect you if you don't swing for the fences. Just get it into the sand pit. Oh, you could have bounced over have gone into the sand pit, bro. Jesus, what a throw, too. Okay, lock in. Oh! We still win! We still win. Oh. Why do you look pink? I'll tell you, every time I leave my computer, my light turns off. So watch this. This is what, 1 minute before every stream, this is what I go through. Oh, it saved my settings that time. So most of the time, it doesn't save my settings. And what ends up happening is I get the brightest light in the history of the earth, just blinding me and leaving spots on my cornea like 1 second before I start the stream, which I think would be this button. No, this button turns it orange, I guess. Oh my, good God. And now the light freaking fell off, bro. So yeah, every day I'm basically resetting the settings from 0. Now you're blue. Yeah, the light does look quite blue. In honor of Joni July. Play of the weeds. Kerplunk. I mean, this, it ain't going down like this, man. It ain't going down like this. You got to get it around the tree. All right, peep this shit. Ooh. Oh, we were experimenting with the form. Can I say something, by the way? It's been bothering me all night. It'll eat me up if I don't say this, okay? Last night, someone in the Peloton Discord said they were part of a medical trial for like Listerine-style strips of Viagra medication. Now, before you start making fun of them, I don't think they needed it. I don't think they had erectile dysfunction. They literally got $500 for trying it out. $500 is $500, bro. Now, what I said is, if you can't pop a pill, you aren't ready for pussy. Put that on the fucking bottle. Got a few +2s, probably not as many as I thought it deserves, but I thought it did okay. Then I realized, oh shit. So I wrote, or ass. And then everyone went, yes, my LGBTQ plus inclusive streamer. Guys, there's straight dudes that are fucking asses too. Sure, it's inclusive, but what about all my hetero anal lovers, man? What about them? They're getting left out twice now. Apparently, also, I was informed. I educated myself. It's not Listerine-style strips for people who can't swallow pills. It's because apparently it dissolves under your tongue faster and enters your bloodstream. And then I was gonna say something glib like, if you can't plan your life, you're not ready for pussy or ass. But I thought, you know what? The joke has already played itself out, to be honest. But the blood in the mouth is further from the dick. Mouth further from penis than stomach. Well, my mouth. Yeah, I don't know about yours. Your mouth could be really close to it. I don't know. On this one, you want to go mighty low. And then catch a fucking thermal, bud. That's literally, what the fuck? It happened? I'll call it greatest shot I've made in Disc Golf Masters history. Hey, and I just wanted to come by and say I agree with your take from 2 years ago. Dishes is the OP chore. Just put your headphones on. Don't have to think about anything else but the dishes. Thank you for saying that. I still think the dishes are it's like close to pack one, pick one of the draft. The only thing I will say is it's partially dependent on what kind of dish house you got. By which I mean, are you a house that reliably does the dishes every day? In which case, doing the dishes is not a problem at all. That's our house. Even yesterday, my day was fucked up yesterday. It reeked. Got home, did the dishes. Why? Because when I do the dishes tomorrow, I don't want to have to do 2 days worth of dishes. And also, day-old dishes are so much worse than fresh dishes because they got like weird food on them and shit like that. The stains become part of the plate. You just don't want to have to deal with it. So I'm not going to say it never lapses a day, but in almost every situation, I'm really putting in an effort to get the dishes done every day and start from kitchen zero. Honestly, God is my witness, I don't think I have a chore that I would take over doing the dishes in the dishes draft. A lot of people are saying vacuuming. I don't really fuck with vacuuming, and there's a couple of reasons. When you finish it, it feels like you've done nothing. Whereas lots of other chores, when you finish them, you're like, oh wow, I really notice a difference. Also, it's loud, fucks up your headphones. You gotta crank your headphones up like crazy. I'm learning from my mistakes on this one last time. Well, you can always make a different kind of mistake, I guess. What the fuck? Oh, that's bad. Well, which way are you holding the disc, bro? Wait. Wait. Oh! Totes my goats. I know it's only hole 15. I don't want to get into any BM here. I think you probably got me cooked on this one, though. Laundry's also good, because laundry is really like the least work of any chore. All the work comes with the folding. Wow, that's really bad. 1 hour vacuuming or 1 diaper change? I'd definitely rather change 1 diaper. But it's not even close, to be honest with you. Changing a diaper is grosser, but like, that's an hour you're not going to get back. What's the threshold? I mean, literally, if my wife came to me years ago when our daughter was still pooping her pants and went, okay, we got to vacuum and we got to change the diaper. What would you rather do? Regardless of the time involved with vacuuming, I volunteer to change the diaper. It's literally like, I think it's mispriced. Let me put it that way. As far as chores go, I think it's mispriced. Which is to say, you get the most credit for doing it, even though it really isn't that bad. I would tank the hour vacuuming so my wife could have more free time. All right. So you're operating on a different level at this point. I didn't think 2 steps ahead. I was only thinking 1 step ahead. I mean, there's a lot of chores that, as a guy, I recommend that you take responsibility for it, specifically because they're mispriced. And I'm going to ruin this for a lot of us, so I'm not going to lie to you, but like, taking out the garbage is basically like a 30-second walk, and you get the whole chore's worth of credit for it. Like, if you're in a heterosexual relationship, and you're the wife, and your husband is like, well, why don't you vacuum and I'll take out the garbage? That might be an arrangement that works for you, but honestly, he needs to throw some goodwill on the balance sheet as well. Breaking down the Amazon boxes. I don't have my life 100% together at all times. Great game, Totes My Goats. One thing I do that I'm proud of, whenever we get a box, I can't stand to see I hate this fucking box. I hate living in this cardboard hellhole. I break down the box immediately. It's on site. And for Father's Day one year, Kate got me a little electric rotary saw that goes into the cardboard box, and then you hold the trigger down and it goes zoom. So you just cut the box in like 4 places and then stack them up and then throw them in the recycling. The lowest, I really don't like vacuuming. Just because I'm not 100% a believer it actually does anything, to be honest with you. Unless you're like just constantly stepping on goldfish crackers, I just think it's kind of like dusting the floor. Also, keep in mind I'm from a civilized country where people don't wear shoes inside of their house. Get a dog. I mean, we got 2 cats. And also, I should add that we vacuum. I think it's a chore that feels bad to do because there's no visible proof that you've completed it. You'd be like, oh, there's a little less cat hair on the couch, I guess. Whatever. Carpets or hard floors? Buddy, we got carpets, rugs, hardwood floors, tiles. Scooping the litter does suck pretty bad. Can't disagree with you on that one. Oh! Plowing the snowfall? I can't, honestly, because I live in Vancouver where it snows 1 to 2 times a year max, I can't say anything about that because I like shoveling snow the one time it accumulates enough. But if I had to do that shit 3 times a week, oh, hell no. Life's too damn short. Also, I went to Steam's new releases today, and it said 12,000 products match your search criteria. Wait, that was so fucking lucky. Never mind. And I said, fuck that shit. You all right, playa? And we still doink it. Look at that shit. Did you actually buy discs? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I bought discs. I haven't had a chance to use them. Show the discs? Okay, but wait. This is an 18-hole course, okay? I can't be leaving on a hole 9 to go get my Innova disc golf starter set. The thing for me, I really think my disc golf experience is like 75% dependent on the first interaction I have with a disc golfer. If a really nice old guy comes up to me and goes, hey, you might want to, hey, let me show you something. When you're going forehand, try putting your finger here instead of here. I'll be like, wait, this is the greatest hobby ever. If I see anyone leave a beer can on the tee box, I'm going to freak the fuck out. You ever think about training MMA? You haven't been watching the stream lately. I'm literally making my power slap debut in September. I've been training my obliques endlessly so I can absorb unbelievable amounts of power to my cheek and or jaw region. And power slapping is not a joke. It's a real sport. And honestly, you can do it safely as long as you take a deep breath in. Right before the slap, you just take a deep breath in and then your body knows, like, ignore any injuries that are about to come to pass here. What a fucking shot. Be honest, just quit nicotine. Nothing excites me anymore. You met me 2 weeks too late. You're going to be fine, Chiblee. It's just, it only takes a month, right? And by the way, a month is fucking brutal. I started doing coffee enemas. I honestly think it's fine if you, probably people would tell you not to do this, but if you're quitting a vice, it's fine to replace it with another vice. And then you just have to, as long as it's a lesser vice. Are you addicted to alcohol? Start smoking weed and stop drinking. And then, later, get off the weed. Get off the weed with some candy bars or something like that. And then get off the candy bars with, like, I don't know. I have to think about it after that. I don't know. Coffee? I reject the notion of coffee as a vice. Yeah, get off the candy bar with a couple of beers and then... Oh, it was play of the game. He had fucking crazy aura off the throw, too. Aim for the bushes! Oh, that's bullshit. It would have hit a rock and bounced out. 6-7. W6-7. Now, this is a mid-range. And it's a play of the fucking game. Oh! to lose by 1 is crazy, but what a damn shot, man. Here's this one's called the AVR. This is what you use for banging the chain basket. And of course, the yellow disc, this is a shark. Look at this shit. Oh, fuck. Look at that shit right there. Oh, damn. That's your mid-range. And then, don't forget about the beast, the leopard. The fairway driver. I have no distance driver. I've only got a fairway driver. We do need an IRL disc golf tournament at Kilchenna Park. We need some security to keep the dog walkers out. Everybody else can play. We'll have security on a rotational basis. The dog walkers are part of the course. If I throw the disc and a dog catches the leopard, the beast, in his mouth, and he carries it to the chain basket because I put a piece of pepperoni in the chain basket, that's an ace. As far as I'm concerned, that's an ace. As long as it never touches the ground in between my hand and the chain basket. I'll say this is play of the game potential. Oh, no. It's still rolling. That's why you don't putt. Rolls go crazy. Wait, maybe rolls are the move on something. Like, what about this, man? Check this out. You think there's a chance this could be the move? Oh, shit. Hey, Snook, incoming. Desire's better than blood on the tracks. Yeti's right. You literally just don't get it. You just don't get it. And that's fine. Hopefully you never get it. Hopefully you never get why Blood on the Tracks is a seminal album and Desire is merely really good. Desire clears easy. What's it like to have no interiority? What's it like to put an album that has Mozambique above an album that has Simple Twist of Fate? Come on, bro. And you're talking to the motherfucker who I actually like Black Diamond Bay, okay? Out on the white veranda, she wears a necktie and a Panama hat. Her passport shows a face from another time and place. She looks nothing like that. Blood on the Tracks doesn't have Joey? Okay, that's real talk. Joey sucks, but I fucking love it. You're talking about the King of the Streets type shit? Child of Pain type shit? I think, by the way, Bob Dylan might be stupid because he's always asking what made them want to come and blow you away. Bro, listen to the rest of your fucking song, bro. He's in the mob. That's why they want to come and blow him away. Joey's in the damn mob. Just woke up, glad we're talking about my goat. Well, I mean, it doesn't piss me off that much when Yeti says Desire is better than Blood on the Tracks, because Yeti is like 19. You shouldn't be fucking with Blood on the Tracks at age 19 unless you're LARPing. You probably shouldn't be fucking with Desire either. You should be listening to, like, I don't know, Calvin Harris or something, but, you know, it's one thing at a time. I like Nashville Sky the most. Okay, first off, the album's called Nashville Skyline. You're a LARPer. He has a Kermit the Frog voice on an album. It's not even his best version of The Girl from the North Country. Now, does it have, it has a couple of bangers, okay? Tonight I'll Be Staying Here With You is a banger, but that's not even the best version of Tonight I'll Be Staying Here With You. That's track 1 off of Bootleg Series Volume 5, The Rolling Thunder Review. So that, as far as I'm concerned, every single thing about your statement was wrong and rage bait. Motherfucker, man. Jesus Christ, that's out of bounds. What the fuck? It's piloted by a little green alien or something. Where are you going, man? I feel like NL's biggest vice is talking about Bob Dylan. Unfortunately, it's endemic to suburban white millennials. No, bro, I don't know if you looked at the calendar recently. It's 2026. It's not like 1978. When you bring up Bob Dylan, everybody just goes, the old motherfucker with the horrible voice? It's really just me, Yeti, and Spinny Boy that are putting some respect on it. Now, the endemic to suburban millennials, then we had Imagine Dragons, Journey. Millennials were bumping Arcade Fire, sipping on the neutral milk. I mean, you might have been there, but if you were there, don't be dishonest. The average millennial was not doing that. The average millennial was bumping Coldplay and Ciara. 3 to 5 millennials per high school class was bumping Arcade Fire. 14 of them were playing I'm Coming Up, So You Better Get This Party Started. It's just that those people now all work for a living. And all the people with good musical tastes have jobs or other pursuits that allow them to post online on Twitch all day. So now it seems like the lingua franca of millennial culture is like Arcade Fire, but they weren't. I had a friend in high school. She went to see U2 in Ottawa. She said the opening band was really weird. This was fucking like 6 months after Funeral came out. So the opening band was really weird. There was like so many people on stage. I went, what are they called? The Arcade Fire. You were mad that the Arcade Fire in 2004 was keeping you from getting to Uno Dos Tres Catorce. I'm just gonna level with you. The reason the stream is ending 1 minute later than it otherwise would, I pulled out, has to be the biggest piece of earwax I've ever pulled out in my entire life. I'm so glad I didn't have the camera on. Oh my God, that felt good. Holy cow. I'm not gonna show you. If I had to describe its size, I was out honest. With God as my witness, it's about the size of a Skittle shrunken down 10%. It's 90% of the circumference of a Skittle. How dark is it? It looks like a dried cranberry, which I think is bad. But holy cow, that felt amazing to get it out of there. Anyway, I'll send you over to my wife's stream. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night. What's your page? 这是我弟弟乔九。What is it? My libido's gone berserk. I don't wanna go to work. I don't want nothing to eat. Driving up and down the street, but only 2 weeks ago. 2, 3, you said you'd never leave me. 2, 3, 4, but here I am alone. 1, 2, then in this world of reckless happenstance, why do good things have to go away? 2, 3, and leave you with nothing. 2, 3, 4, and she left me with nothing. If you know the words, sing along. You ever listen to Prozac, man? That was a song, dude.